Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we are gonna do a things that I wish I would have put in my baby registry. All of these items I obviously ended up purchasing myself, but I didn't really realize that I needed them until after having the baby. So this video is for any new mommies that are building their registry in hopes that it helps you guys see things that you guys might need that you haven't thought of. So yeah, let's get started with this video. By the way, if you do hear some cooing and giggling or any of that stuff, that my baby is right here playing in his jungle gym. I think that's what they're called. But yeah, let's get started. Hi babies. How are you babies? If you guys see me looking down, again, I have my notes here. I don't want to miss a thing. Some of the things I have with me, so I'll show you guys. And if I don't have them with me, I'll either put like an overlay video on them or a picture of them so you guys can at least see a visual of them. But the first item is this. I talked about this in my last video and I hadn't received it yet, but I finally got it. I think I got it on Tuesday of last week and it is really awesome. So the reason I needed this was because I'm actually sitting on the chair where I nurse, and it has arms obviously that I rely on to put my weight with the baby as I feed him. But recently, I've been wanting to feed him in other places of the house. For example, we have the big sectional in our living room. And usually, I have to sit on each end of the couch so that I can feed him, so that I can use the armrest. Well, with this nursing pillow, it allows me to sit wherever I want. And this is my rest. Only thing is that I don't really use this whole thing yet. What I do is I place it this way. And I do this. And that's how I feed him. Obviously, I'm not this high. I lay it down on the couch. And my baby seems to be very comfortable with it. I feel like I could take this if we ever go on vacation and we stay in a hotel room. I can nurse in the bed without any problem because I can use this as an armrest and feed him that way. This nursing pillow is very useful, especially now that he's getting bigger. A lot of people tend to put the papi, my breast friend, but this one, I feel like I didn't really know about it until I saw it one time at Buy My Baby and I decided to get it. I got mine on Amazon, and like I said in my last video, I believe it's used because it was like an open box one, so it's a lot cheaper. It's already cheaper as it is. I think it's like $18 if you buy it new, but I think I ended up getting it for $13 or $15 on Amazon, and it looks like pretty much new. So the next item that I wish I would have added to my registry is this haka. If you guys are going to be exclusively breastfeeding and you want to pump here and there to maybe have a freezer stash, I initially thought that I was going to need a breast pump. In the hospital, I did get a handheld breast pump, and through my insurance, I actually got like the legit breast pump with the electrical wiring and all that stuff. But because of the haka, I haven't used my electrical breast pump, and I think the handheld breast pump that I got by Medela from the hospital, I think I used that maybe 2 or 3 times after giving birth. But when my friend recommended me the haka, oh my god, it is like a lifesaver, especially when you get engorged. When I was going through that phase where you're constantly engorged, I wish I would have had this. I didn't get this until after I think my milk kind of settled in. But even on those days right now where my baby has been sleeping longer, for example, this morning I woke up and both my breasts were fully engorged. I have 2 of these. So you have 2 options. You can either wake up your baby and feed him to relieve that engorgement, or you can put your haka on your breast, on both of them. Like I said, I have 2. And it just lets out some of that milk to relieve the engorgement, and it still leaves milk for your baby. When I breastfeed him on one breast, the other one has a haka and it's collecting all that letdown. And with the haka alone, I've been able to build a freezer stash. All right, the next thing that I wish I would have put in my registry, and I don't know why I didn't think about this. This is like a common item that I've seen in registries before, so maybe you already have it, but it's a car seat cover. And I didn't end up buying this until after, when we finally took our baby out. We were just putting a blanket over our car seat and the wind would blow it out or kept falling, and I'm like, why didn't I think of this? There are some that are very fitted over your car seat and you can use as a breastfeeding cover. And then there are some that are kind of like a canopy that velcro on the handle of the car seat and then kind of overlap over it. those are the ones that we got. I got mine at Target. I just saw one day and I figured, you know what, I really need this, so I just grabbed it. And it's been working fine. It stays on because it velcros on. But like I said, there's several options, and I'll make sure to link down below the options that you have for those car seat covers. But yeah, that is something that I wish I would have added to my registry. Another thing, speaking about cars, is a car sun visor for the window. So we have a car that does not have tinted windows, and I don't even know if we're gonna end up getting tinted windows depending on the city laws. I don't know. Chicago's kind of weird. We ended up getting a visor that I wish I would have added to my registry, because it is something that we always struggle with when it comes to the car rides. He has, his car seat kind of does have a cover, but it doesn't go all the way down enough to block the sun from his face. So what I've been doing is using the little canopy that I bought for him and kind of like positioning it in a way to avoid him getting like that sun glare. But finally, we went to Target yesterday and I finally bought one. We ended up getting, I think, I forgot the brand. I'm going to put it on the side somewhere. This one actually blocks like the UVA, UVB rays. So it's actually really beneficial for them. So yeah, that's something that I wish I would have thought of, and we ended up buying it. And I told Sergio, I think I'm going to get the other one to have both windows kind of covered with it, because sometimes we end up breastfeeding him in the back seat when we go out for grocery shopping or outings, restaurants. I end up breastfeeding him in the back, and like I said, none of our windows are tinted. So I do have a cover, but I wish I just had a little bit more privacy. So I think I'm gonna get another one and just have it on both windows and bringing it down, because it is kind of like a black kind of shield, if that makes sense. So the next item that I wish I would have added to my registry are just books. When we were gonna have a baby shower, we asked the people that were invited to bring a book instead of like a greeting card. But we ended up not having a baby shower because of COVID. So I think had I put books in my registry, people would have been more compelled to buy them. I think I only got like maybe, besides what my sister got, which I'm going to show you guys, I think I only got, I'm looking at the books right now, maybe 3 that were gifted to us. And these right here are the ones that my sister got. And the reason I'm showing you guys these is because these are in Spanish. So you have like a Spanish and English word. What is it, Papa? So yeah, these are all Spanish and English. And you have the Loteria, there's Zapata, El Chavo del Ocho, El Elefante. So if you guys are Hispanic, I'm sure you guys know what all of these are about. And I just think they're the cutest thing. We do speak Spanish in our house, and I want my baby to speak Spanish as well. So these are a good option to have. And then again, just adding books to your registry, I think, is a good idea, because it just gets your book library going, you know, like it gets it started. And obviously I'm going to buy more books on my own. I have purchased a few, but had I added them to my registry, that would have been a great way to get started. The next thing I wish I would have added is a swing. Now, we do have a swing, and the only reason I didn't add a swing to the registry is because one of my fiance's friends gifted one to us that they had used for their son. So I thought, okay, we don't need one. And it's the swing that actually Lucas really enjoys to be on. He loves this swing. I've said it before, but it's a low swing. So it's technically supposed to be on the floor. And I would like a swing that is more elevated, so I wouldn't have to really constantly be putting him on the table. Because right now, when he does swing on it, it's mainly placed on top of our kitchen table. He's safe, obviously, but there are swings that you can put on the floor, and they're high enough so they're kind of like eye level to you. So that's the swing that I wish I would have put in my registry. I don't think I'll buy one anymore, because he's actually gonna outgrow, I think, the swing. I don't know. You let me know. If he's about to be 3 months old, so if you think that I can still benefit from getting one, then let me know, and maybe I will get one, because I do have one in mind. I just don't know if it's too late, you know. So let me know if you guys are moms at 3 months old. Is it wise to buy a swing? Let me know. The next thing are swaddles. I don't think I put swaddles in my registry, or maybe I did. You know what? I think I did. I added the Halo swaddles. And the ones that I ended up liking are the Swaddle Me swaddles. I have one right here. And they're just like this. The baby goes in that middle pocket, and then you wrap him in, and it's Velcro shut. So These are the ones that have been really easy to put on. I'm not gonna say he likes them because there are times where I put him in here and he'll start crying. Once I calm him down, he's fine. And these keep him from moving and they just prolong the naps. Whereas if you were to just swaddle the baby in blankets, like my mom has swaddled him in blankets before, but eventually he wiggles so much that he breaks loose out of them. Because of the Velcro in these, he's not going anywhere. He has gotten his hand out sometimes, but usually that happens when I don't Velcro him in tight enough. And yeah, other than that, these work really great. And they have a lot of different patterns for girls, for boys, different sizes. I think I get the small medium. I know they sell small, but the small as it was, I think even for my newborn, he was a little too big for them. So I just get the small medium. And these have been working great. He's, like I said, he's going into 3 months and they still fit him really well. They do have some that are called the Swaddle Me Luxe. Those have like a softer fabric, and then they have a zipper. They're a little bit pricier. I have 2 of them, but just the regular ones have been working fine. I have more of the regular ones than I do of the Luxe, and I like them both equally. All right, the next thing is kind of funny, but I really like it. I showed it in the previous video, and this is a like butt paste spatula. Butt paste is super thick, sometimes sticky, and I don't like the feeling of it. I already said it. I know it's a first world problem, but I wish I would have added this. And I know there's some the Boudreaux's paste gift sets come with one of these, so even them, they know that this is useful. This is by the brand Dr. Talbot's. I think it's like $4 or $5 on Amazon. I bought 2 to have in the nursery and then 1 to have upstairs where we change them overnight. And it's just a simple solution for a very simple problem. But yeah. The next thing is wraps. Now, in my registry when I was building it, I did put baby carriers. I think I put the Baby Bjorn carrier and I ended up getting it. I used it for a couple weeks and I just didn't like it. He didn't like it. There was days that he liked it, and then there was other days that he just was not having it. And just putting him in, he would always start crying. Eventually he would stop, but I just noticed that there was just something about it that he just didn't like. I ended up going to the Lily baby carrier as well. So I tried 2 different options and he just wasn't liking them. I felt like there was always something off with them. I was very, very scared of trying the wraps. They look so intimidating online, on video. Even when somebody is wearing them, they look like, how did you wrap that whole thing and then put a baby in there? Like, they look intimidating. So I always avoided them, and that's the only reason why I never added them to the registry. I knew about them, I just avoided them. Something in me told me maybe Lucas might enjoy these better. They look a lot more comfortable. I mean, they're fabric, they're softer. So I ended up getting, this one is the Moby Wrap, the Evolution one. It's really, really nice and soft. And then this one is by We Sprout. I got this one on Amazon. It's a very fair dupe to the Solly Baby. So if you guys are looking into Solly Baby and are not quite sure that you want to spend $70 on a wrap just yet, this one is a pretty close dupe and they have really cute patterns. I wish I would have added these to my registry. Now I have a total of 4 wraps. I'm going crazy. But he likes them. He likes being in them. And honestly, any carrier comes with a learning curve. Even the other carriers, the Baby Bjorn, the Lila Baby, they all require you to get used to it, adjust it, and all of that stuff. So this is the same thing. And once you find the way to wrap it, once you get used to it, it just happens like, it's second nature. And he loves it. He's fallen asleep on it. We've gone to Costco, we've gone to Target, and I just wrap it ready to go so that when we get out of the car, I put him in and he's enjoying it. It's better than having him in the car seat while shopping, because a few times in the car seat stroller, he'll start crying and getting fussy, and if I don't have my carrier with me, then I have to deal with him crying. I've left the store before because he's gotten really fussy. So the carrier, it just keeps him close, and that's it. I love it. The next thing I wish I would have added to my registry is a crib mobile. I knew about them. I just didn't think they were necessary. But for him, they are. He loves any moving object. He loves anything that's dangling and moving. It just catches his attention. Right? It catches your attention, Lucas. So I ended up getting one on Amazon. I think it was like 20 bucks. It has music and it does spin. It is a black and white one, so it does catch their attention even more. Because babies don't really see in color just yet. So when everything is black and white, it just catches their attention a little bit more. This one, when I swaddle him, like I said, he doesn't really like being swaddled all that much. But when I swaddle him, if he's under the mobile or whatever you call it, he is completely distracted by the mobile, that he doesn't realize that I'm swaddling him. So it's a really nice thing. When he does wake up from his naps, I feel like that mobile is like just distracting him, and he doesn't really cry after a nap. Like he's just watching it and like he's in a daze. It's a nice thing that I just didn't realize I needed, but it's a very practical item. Next thing I wish I would have added was a portable baby monitor. I briefly talked about this in my last video. We do have a camera that's installed in our nursery, but just having a portable option is great for having it upstairs where he sleeps most of the time with us, or if we ever do go on vacation, we could take it with us. It's a little bit more portable, and I think it's only like $50. It's not the best like quality, but it does the job. It does what it's meant to do. Is if you want to see your baby, you could hear your baby, and it has all these other little functions. But yeah, that's something I wish I would have added to my registry. I added, I think, the outlet camera system, which we ended up returning. If you saw my last video, I'm sure you know the story. But yeah, just having like a portable one besides having the installed camera in the nursery, I think would have been a good thing to add, because you could just take it anywhere. I got 2 more items and then we'll wrap this video up. The next item that I wish I would have put, or you know what, I did put it, but for some reason we just never bought it, and nobody bought it, and then I just never bought it because I didn't think I would need it. But we ended up putting a pack and play and then just not buying it. But after, I think when he reached 2 months, like the start of the 2 months, we ended up buying one because he outgrew the bassinet. And again, I said it in my last video, he outgrew it. So we ended up getting a pack and play, and it's perfect. If you ask me, and I'm just being honest right now, if you ask me, I would have skipped the bassinet and just gotten a pack and play. Honestly, there's no need for a bassinet. The reason why I wanted a bassinet was because they're easier to have really close to you. But I mean, I think it's a first mom thing where you just want your baby really, really close. Right now, I can honestly say for the second one, I probably won't be needing a bassinet. We'll probably just do the pack and play, and that's it. And they're not expensive. I think we paid more for the bassinet than we did for the pack and play. And then the pack and plays have bassinets. So if you guys want a bassinet option, you can buy a pack and play that has a bassinet option. So it's kind of like a all-in-one thing versus just buying everything a la carte, if that makes sense. Last but not least, I wish I would have put bibs on my registry. I think I did put 1 set of bibs, and that was it. But I didn't realize how many bibs I would need to save me from doing a lot of laundry. He spits up so much that every time he spits up without a bib, I have to change his outfit completely, and that adds up to the laundry. Well, I got these from Amazon, and I think they were a set of 6 or 7, I can't remember. They're all like solid colors, which is why I love them, because you can add them to any outfit. They're not like pattern or cheesy dinosaurs or anything like that. So these are just some of the ones that I got in this set. And I put them on, and if he spits up on these. They're super absorbent. I think these are by the brand Parker Baby. They're super absorbent. They have the back with the fleece. Like I said, you don't have to change his whole outfit. Sometimes, even though I have them, I forget to put them on, and if he spits up, then all of this is wet on him, and then I have to change him. And I kick myself in the butt because had I just put a bib on, he wouldn't need a whole outfit change. Bibs, they're a lifesaver. Yeah, that is it for today's video. Okay, and now Lucas is getting really fussy. But yeah, hopefully this gives you guys ideas of other items to put in your registry that you might have not thought of. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go attend to my baby, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.